Hola, welcome to your weekly episode of Offside and On Tap with me, Tricky, but with a difference this week. I am in sunny Malaga. You can't really see too much of it that way. The sea is the opposite direction, but I'm coming to you from Spain. A bit of warm weather, getting the tan up there. It's fantastic. I hope you're all well. I hope you enjoyed the football as well this weekend. It's very interesting, wasn't it? But before we get started, we first need to introduce our beer for this episode. Now, I'm in Spain, so it would make sense to have probably a Spanish lager, wouldn't it? And from the supermarket, found this little beauty. It's a bottle, but it actually comes with a lid, so I can reseal it if I didn't want it all, which isn't going to be a problem because I will want it all, I'm sure. So for week 3, episode 3, we're going to have a bottle of San Miguel. This is 5.4% strength, where back home it's 5%, so happy days. That does me every time. Cheers, everyone. Right, that's the choice of beer. Thoughts on week 1 games? Weren't too many shocks, were there, really? All the big teams won. Manchester City, Liverpool, Arsenal even beat Manchester United in the big game on the Sunday. But yeah, the big teams won. Wasn't too many shocks in that regard. Points wise, so we said we're going to have a little competition. I personally got 7 correct results, but no correct scores. So that was only 7 points out of 30. Mark, I think righty, hashtag H9P. 1 correct score and 4 correct results with 7 points as well. So well done to righty H9P. Fantastic effort. Hopefully we can do a little bit better this week, get some correct scores as well, and get as close to 30 as possible. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? So let's do it. Let's get into week 2 predictions. Starting with West Ham versus Chelsea. We've got Friday night football again. I quite like the fact that we're having Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday games. I'm not sure everyone else feels the same. Let me know what you think. I quite like that. So if I do miss Friday night football, probably see them on Saturday or Sunday or Monday. West Ham versus Chelsea, Friday 8 o'clock. So West Ham, poor start, wasn't it, really? They had no threat. They were a one-man team against the newly promoted side in Sunderland. Just nothing happening for them, was there, really? I don't like calling the one-man team, but I think without Jarrod Bowen you'd be really nowhere, to be honest. I think you do need to improve massively or you'll be pulled down the bottom. Chelsea, likewise, underwhelming, wasn't it? Didn't get any goals, despite the many strikers signed. The Bonnie Blues didn't get a goal at home to Palace. I don't feel like Chelsea will fail again, especially against this West Ham team. I don't think they have got anything to worry about with this. Another London derby for Chelsea. I'm going to go West Ham 0, Chelsea 2 with this game. Then next, the early kickoff, the dreaded early kickoff on a Saturday, 12:30. Usually a shock result or two thrown up by this, isn't there? It's Manchester City at home to Spurs. Great game, I think, for Saturday lunchtime. Manchester City, again, like I said, no shocks there. Absolutely tamed the Wolves quite comfortably. Didn't quite get the Haaland hat-trick that I predicted, not far away. They got the 2 goals, and Reinders and Cherky were just running the show, and Reinders especially, passing forwards, energy, pace, everything they missed last season in the league, he had in abundance, and he's going to be really exciting for Manchester City this season. And they're going to supply a lot of goals for Haaland between them and the other guys in the team. They're going to supply a lot of goals, and the defence, obviously, playing a poor Wolves team really, but they stood firm, clean sheet start of the season, what they missed last season a lot of. Tottenham, a great performance again against promoted side Burnley, comfortable 3-0 winners. Richarlison, is it goal of the month already? What a great goal that was from the edge of the box. I think scissor kick or overhead kick, couldn't tell which one it was, but probably a goal of the month contender, if not winner, straight away already. Solid start, but they're going to have tougher to come, including the second game here at the Etihad. Do have a good record at Manchester City, actually, Tottenham, but I feel like this Manchester City, the new old Manchester City, if that makes sense, I think they will come out winners, and I think it'll be a high-scoring game. I think it'll be 3-1 to Manchester City on Saturday afternoon, early kickoff. Sorry, I'm losing my paper there. Next game, Bournemouth versus Wolves. 3 o'clock kickoff. I think it was pretty obvious Friday night football that Bournemouth missed their defenders and the keeper that they had last season, conceding 4 goals. I think most people could concede 4 goals against Liverpool, outstanding team, but it did obviously miss the defence they'd got previously. Those players that they sold. Semenyo, how good is he though? He was phenomenal. He really scared Liverpool in that second part of the game. His dribbling, his pace. I mean, he's signed a new contract with Bournemouth, and I don't think he's going to be seeing that contract out. I think he'll be moving on at some point to a top team, whether that's in England or abroad. I really do. I was hoping maybe the tune had come in for him, but went for other targets. It's absolutely fine. Malaga's quality. Wolves didn't lay a glove on Manchester City. Not a shock. Missing Cunha, absolutely. Cherries. I think the Cherries are going to be on top of the Wolves here. I really do. I think their attack will be too much for Wolves, and I've gone for 2-0 to Bournemouth in that game. Brentford versus Aston Villa next. Another Saturday 3 o'clock kickoff. The Bees, they showed why I backed them to go down in an early episode. I really didn't see anything from them at Nottingham Forest that said otherwise. Nottingham Forest comfortably won that game 3-1. They did manage to get the ball into the box as much as Nottingham Forest, but they didn't have anyone to put it away. No Wissa, no Emblemo. They need to sign some quality up front. They really missed a striker. And Aston Villa as well. It's a boring game, wasn't it? Newcastle versus Aston Villa, Villa Park. They disappointed. I was expecting a much tougher match from them. And they will be the happier team with their point that they got after going down to 10 men with Conser getting sent off. I expect an improved performance from Aston Villa here against a poor team, Brentford, at the moment. I expect another high scoring game, and I'm going to go Brentford 1, Aston Villa 3 in this game. Moving on, Burnley, 2 promoted teams, Burnley, Sunderland, 3 o'clock on Saturday. Burnley got a real wake-up call at Spurs, didn't they? They were in the game, but they didn't have anything threatening going on at the top of the pitch. Spurs did get the results they deserved, but if you're getting 33% possession and you're only 74% passing accuracy, which Burnley were, then you're not going to win many Premier League games, I'm afraid. You need to improve those metrics massively. Scott Parker, a lot of work to do. Sunderland on the other side, great home start. Beat West Ham, old school goals, balls into the box, headers from strikers. I love that. Very 90s, very 90s. Could I back Sunderland again? I backed them in the last game, got it correct. I'm going to back them again to win away from home at Burnley. I'm going to go Burnley 0, Sunderland 1 in this fixture. Next, we've got a nice game, Arsenal versus Leeds, and it's the tea time kickoff on Saturday, 5:30 p.m. Arsenal fans, we're lucky to get a win at Old Trafford. Another keeping error from Manchester United goalkeeper. Saw you get it, and then you saw the game out. Despite Manchester United very much being in the ascendancy in a lot of that game. I think without the win at Old Trafford, the confidence might not have been the same going into the next few games, but you got the job done. Champions do that. Will potentially be champions come into the season. It was very important to get those points and not to lose ground early on. So that's Liverpool, Manchester City, who also won. Leeds, I asked for a cup final atmosphere from the home fans. They always get it. They got it, and they got over the line. They beat Everton on Monday Night Football 1-0. Fantastic result for you. Much tougher game, trip to Emirates here, and I don't think there'll be a Saturday night takeaway for Leeds. I don't think you'll get any points. I'm backing Arsenal to win with another clean sheet. Arsenal 2-0 at home to Leeds. Next, we've got 2 teams that I very much like to watch. Very forward-thinking teams. Crystal Palace versus Nottingham Forest, 2 o'clock game Sunday. Crystal Palace could have got a bigger result at Chelsea had it not been for the rule that I'd forgotten about. Your attacking players can't be within the wall, a metre within the wall. I mean, I hate the walls thing anyway. I think if we can't anywhere else in the pitch, you don't make a wall. So to have a goal disallowed for having to play within 1 metre of a wall, it just stinks to me. I hate VAR. Excuse the noise. Near road. VAR, just, obviously saw that, doesn't see other things that are very simple to call, but sees that. Crazy. And Crystal Palace kept out a £250 million strike force of Chelsea, didn't they? But I think Eze looking like he'd be gone by the weekend, so we're missing some firepower. Gay went be far behind, possibility. There's a lot of drama at the end of the game, not shaking the manager's hand, ignoring Glasner. Nottingham Forest, Chris Wood's carried on where he left off last season. Couple of goals, as lethal as the 2024-25 season. Anderson's still phenomenal midfield for Nottingham Forest. In the space of a year, he's become really class, hasn't he? Winning under 21s tournament, main focus in this Premier League team since his enforced move for PSR reasons. Both these teams have got European commitments coming up soon, so they do need to rack up some points before those tough times come in with the Thursday-Sunday run. I fancy, because of the Eze situation, I fancy Nottingham Forest to get an away result here. I'm going to go Crystal Palace 1, Nottingham Forest 2 for this game. Next, Everton Brighton versus Brighton, 2 o'clock Sunday as well. Everton got the Monday Blues, didn't they? Got the defeat at Leeds. Poor performance. 1 shot on target, and they conceded 21 opportunities at goals by Leeds as well. You can't do that and win many games, Everton. And it's the same old problem for you, isn't it? No strikers to put the ball in the net. Score very, very few goals. It must be very dull at times being an Everton fan with that in mind. You do need some firepower. Expect Jack Grealish to come in, start the game. Hopefully that will create something for you at the new Hill Dickinson Stadium. First competitive game there. So they've got to create it, make it into a fortress, create that atmosphere that they had at Goodison Park. I think they will. Brighton on the other side, I backed them to beat Fulham, but they let it slip late on. Do I think that the Seagulls will have enough to spill the party? I feel like they're going to be a bit of a draw specialist this season. There's always one team that tends to draw a lot, and I feel like it might be Brighton actually this season. So I'm going to back 1-1 draw on this game. Everton 1, Brighton 1. The late kickoff on Sunday. Late kickoff on Sunday. It's Fulham at home to Manchester United, 4:30. Fulham, Muniz proved my point. I think without him, there'd be very little going on up the top of the pitch. Got them the goal. That got them the point in the end. Everything that happens through Muniz, everything's good about the team is with him involved. And I think Fulham just turned down a bid from abroad for him, which, understandable. They need him, otherwise they're going to be in big trouble. They need to add players to the team as well. The manager's come out, Silva, very frustrated, very little going on in the transfer window. He needs additions to help him. Man United, better performance. Fans have been saying fantastic performance, but you didn't get a point. I didn't get anything for it. And it's the same thing. Goalkeeping mistakes, defending mistakes. Get the goalkeeper sorted. I mentioned in the last episode, go in for Donnarumma, break the bank, get whatever you need to do to get him in. It's gone very quiet on that front, so I don't know if there's a keeper coming in. There should be, but you need one. Too many mistakes at the back costing you points. It's going to be the same as last season. And you need someone to apply the finishes up top. Will Sesko start? I've got a feeling he won't start again. I think they will go with the same 3 up front with Cunha through the middle. Cunha was fantastic in the highlights package that I saw. Must have seen in one of my shorts where I was giving him some stick for being the biggest walker and being tired during pre-season. He was full of energy. I think they'll go with the same team pretty much away at Fulham. And Man United will get the result this time. It'll be Fulham 0, Manchester United 2. Right, last game. Big one, Monday Night Football. It's 8 o'clock kickoff. ESAC grudge match. Hoping to be able to watch this game. Just disgruntled 2-0, won't there? There'll be a lot of fans here in this game, giving it large. not happy with the way that things have gone in the transfer window. There's disgruntlement with Isak being disrupted with the bid, Liverpool, and I think there'll be a lot of getting into them flags up around the stadium, as there has been in other big matches, especially the Champions League previously. And Newcastle badly missed the forward at Aston Villa. So many chances. Elanga missed a great opportunity, a one-on-one earlier on. Gordon missed a few chances, just didn't put it away. And with Isak in the team, we would have got 3 points out of the park, absolutely guaranteed of that. So can we get that situation resolved? Wissa still ongoing, needs to be sorted. We need a striker at the top. Liverpool got the job done, beat Bournemouth, a little bit of a scare, came back to 2-2, then 1-4-2, extra energy, extra quality, got them there, some brilliant goals in that game. I think every goal was near enough a worldie, or getting close to that. They need to ride the storm early. Newcastle will come out early, very hard, and Liverpool need to ride that out. They are a little bit, fullbacks, they were a little bit exposed by Bournemouth, and I think Newcastle need to look at that as an opportunity to get into them, get down the wings, put the ball in behind, and I think the atmosphere is going to be absolutely raucous for this game, I really do. A repeat of the League Cup final? I think so. I'm going to go against the champions here. I'm going to back my team. They're not backing them in the last game. I think somehow we're going to find the ball in the net. It might be defenders, it might be off of the backside or whatever, but we're going to try and get this game won, get a little bit of justice. Newcastle 2, Liverpool 1 is my Monday Night Football prediction. Right, unfortunately, because of betting legal restrictions in Spain, I can't actually put Tricky's treble on this week, so I'm going to have a little break from that. Unless someone fancies putting a bet on for me from England, from home, before the weekend, please send me a message if you can. Anyone who's watching there. Last week, Aston Villa got the draw, Newcastle, which cost me early on in the bet. Did get Manchester City winning and Arsenal winning, but with Newcastle getting the point at Villa, the bet went down, unfortunately, for that side of things. Great for Newcastle fans though. So we're going to see. If I get someone who agrees to do the bet for me, I'll put another little video on the bet on there. But that's it for today and this week. I hope you're having a great time wherever you are. I've got a holiday to finish off, so put your comments on with your predictions for all the games I've just predicted there, and please like the video, subscribe if you like as well. The best predictions I will mention again in the next video, and thanks for watching. Adios. I'm off to finish my San Miguel, and the kids are asleep, so I'm going to enjoy this. See you next time. Bye bye.